Welcome to this tutorial on installing WordPress using cPanel. Before we start, make sure you have completed a few important steps. First, register a domain name with a domain provider. This will be your website's address. Next, purchase a hosting plan that includes cPanel. This will allow you to manage your website easily. Finally, configure your domain to point to your hosting server. This ensures visitors can reach your site. Once all these steps are complete, you are ready to begin installing WordPress on your hosting. In this guide, we will walk you through each step in a simple, beginner-friendly way. By the end, your website will be ready to customize and launch. Before installing WordPress, you need to log into cPanel. cPanel is an application that helps you manage your website on your hosting account easily. It provides all the tools you need in one place. By now, you should have already registered a domain name, purchased a hosting plan, and pointed your domain to your hosting. These steps are essential before installing WordPress. When you buy hosting from a provider, they give you your account details. This includes the cPanel login address, your username, and your password. Keep these credentials safe. You will need them to access and manage your hosting. To log in, open your web browser and enter the cPanel address provided by your host. You will see a login screen asking for your username and password. Enter your credentials carefully. Then click the login button. Make sure there are no typos, as incorrect details will prevent access. Once your credentials are correct, you will be taken to your hosting management dashboard. This is the main page of cPanel, where you can access all the tools for managing your website. Among many features, you will see the option to install WordPress. This is where you can begin setting up your website. cPanel makes it easy. You don't need to manually upload files or configure databases. The built-in WordPress installer will handle everything automatically. After logging in, take a moment to familiarize yourself with the cPanel interface. You'll notice menus on the left, sections for email, files, databases, and security. All these tools help you manage your website efficiently. Now that you are logged in, you are ready to start the WordPress installation. This is the first step to creating your website and customizing it to your needs. After logging into cPanel, you can start setting up WordPress. On the left menu, click Access WordPress Management. If you don't see it, use the search bar to find it quickly. Once you click it, the WP Toolkit screen will appear. This is where you manage WordPress installations, plugins, and themes all in one place. In the Installations section, you will see several options. These include Install, to set up a new WordPress site. Scan, to check your existing installations for issues. Updates, to update WordPress core, themes, or plugins. Detach, to remove a site from WP Toolkit without deleting files. Remove, to completely delete a WordPress installation. Take some time to explore these functions. They help you manage your site efficiently. When you are ready to set up a new website, simply click Install. The installer will guide you through the steps to get WordPress running on your hosting. This tool makes managing WordPress easy and beginner-friendly. Now, let's start the WordPress installation process on cPanel. Click the Install button and wait a few seconds. Soon, the Install WordPress screen will appear. Here, you'll see several fields and options that you need to fill in before the installation begins. The screen is divided into 4 main sections: General, WordPress Administrator, Database, and Automatic Update Settings. Let's go through each one. General section. This section contains the basic setup details for your website. You'll define your website address, title, and the language you want to use. First, choose whether your site will use HTTP or HTTPS. If your hosting includes SSL, it's best to select HTTPS for a secure connection. Next, choose the domain name where WordPress will be installed. If you have multiple domains on your hosting account, make sure you select the correct one. Then, you'll see a field called Installation Directory. If you want to install WordPress on your main domain, for example, directly on yourdomain.com, leave this field blank. But if you prefer to install WordPress in a subfolder, like yourdomain.com/blog, enter the folder name here. Now, fill in your website title. This is the name of your website. Don't worry, you can always change it later from the WordPress dashboard. Next, choose a plugin or theme set if your hosting offers one. Some providers give you pre-configured sets for blogs, portfolios, or online stores. You can leave this at the default option if you're unsure. Then, select your website language, for example, English, Spanish, or Vietnamese, depending on what you're most comfortable with. Finally, check the version of WordPress. It's usually set to the latest version, and that's the one you should use unless you have a specific reason to install an older version. WordPress Administrator section. This section is about your admin login details, the credentials you'll use to manage your website. Start by choosing a username. Avoid using common names like admin or test. Pick something unique to improve your website's security. Then, create a strong password. Combine uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. A secure password helps protect your site from unauthorized access. Next, enter your admin email address. This is where you'll receive important updates, security alerts, and password recovery emails. Make sure this email is active and that you can access it anytime. Database and automatic update settings. These are the advanced settings. If you're new to WordPress, you can leave them as they are. The system will automatically create the necessary database for you. The database section stores your website's data, including posts, users, and settings. Unless you have experience with databases, there's no need to modify anything here. The automatic update settings allow WordPress to install updates automatically for its core files, themes, and plugins. Leaving this enabled helps keep your site secure and up to date. However, if you prefer manual control over updates, you can turn this off and handle updates later through your WordPress dashboard. Final step, install WordPress. Once you've reviewed all your details, double-check everything. Make sure your domain, username, and email are correct. When you're ready, click Install. The system will now create your database, configure WordPress, and install everything automatically. This process usually takes just a minute or two. After installation is complete, you'll see a success message with your website address and admin login link. Congratulations, you've just installed WordPress on your hosting using cPanel. From here, you can log into your WordPress dashboard, explore the settings, and start customizing your new site. Take your time. Experiment with themes, plugins, and layout designs. This is where your website begins to come alive. Now that the installation is complete, it's time to verify your WordPress site. After the setup finishes, you'll see your new website listed under WordPress sites in your hosting control panel. This section shows all the WordPress installations you have on your hosting account. You'll notice that your website appears here with some key details, like the domain name, the version of WordPress you installed, and your admin login link. It also includes the basic information you entered earlier, such as the site title and administrator email. To check if your website is working properly, open your web browser. Then, type in your domain name, for example, yourdomain.com. If everything is set up correctly, your new WordPress homepage should appear. That means your installation was successful. You can also test the admin dashboard. Click the link that says log in to WordPress admin or simply go to yourdomain.com/wp-admin. Enter the username and password you created during installation. Once you're logged in, you'll see the WordPress dashboard, the place where you can manage your entire website. From here, you can install new plugins to add features, change your theme to design your site's look, update your site information, like the title or tagline, create menus and publish new posts or pages. Take a few minutes to explore the dashboard and get familiar with it. This is where you'll spend most of your time managing your WordPress site. And that's it, your WordPress installation has been verified successfully. You're now ready to start building and customizing your website. We've now reached the end of our guide on how to install WordPress using cPanel. Let's take a quick look back at what we've done. First, you logged into cPanel. Then, you accessed WordPress management. Next, you started the installation. And finally, you verified your installation to make sure everything worked correctly. If you followed all these steps, congratulations! You've successfully installed your own WordPress website. The next step is to make your site look professional and fast. To do that, choose a fast-loading WordPress theme that's modern and SEO-friendly. I recommend trying Rabbit Lite theme. A free, lightweight, and beautifully designed theme that meets all these needs. Now, you're ready to start building your dream website with WordPress.